Hi guys, RETROCENGO here. Welcome back to my channel. Now, today we're gonna look at a Commodore 64, so click on that subscriber button and sit back and enjoy, because this time it's a Commodore 64. Yesterday, I got contacted by a guy from my own Facebook channel, Commodore 64 Amiga Retro and he wrote if I had a Commodore 64 he could buy, and I said yes. So if you're into buying Commodore 64 128 Amiga, just join my page and write to me if you have a collection you want to sell out of. I'm probably really interesting in buying it, and if you want to trade, then write to me. I'm always up for trading and getting some new thing I can review on YouTube. Now I just turned this Commodore 64 on with a dead test card. This particular cartridge, this one, comes actually from a Commodore store in California. I got a great story with it. But this one is from a Commodore shop, and as you can see, it's the chest revision, as you can see here. Yeah, and the way I do it, this one got sold yesterday. I mean, he transferred the money and all that, and said that just make sure it's a nice one, and I said of course. So the PSU has been checked with right amount of voltage before I connect it, so it's just perfect. The board, as you can see, the keyboard has been cleaned, not retrobited. I don't want to retrobite anything because it is nice. I love the white stuff, but the yellow one gets back. The plastic, I don't know, with all that bleach stuff and all that, I don't want to endanger nothing. I really love these old machines, so I want to preserve them. So the new owner, he can absolutely do whatever he wants, but I'm a little against it. Well, so it's cleaned. As you can see, the motherboard has been cleaned also. I have checked everything and made sure that both joysticks ports work, the cassette worked. The only thing I actually don't check is that interface port. I have nothing to test it with, but yeah. So the cassette works, the disk drive port works, yeah, the video of course, and the cartridge, that also works. So after all that, I actually, as you can see, it's got a little counter on down here. What I do is, before I sell a Commodore 64, before I go to bed the day before, yesterday, I just put in this cartridge, actually turn the TV off, and leave the Commodore 64 on for the whole night. I mean, this count measure just goes up for, it's just crazy. But then it just runs like this for 7 hours or something like that. So next day, if it still works, then it should be alright to sell, So this one passed the test. Also, these are produced with RF shielding, and I always take them out. I mean, we have no need for the RF shields today. The only thing I can see them doing is just preventing them to suck the cold air in from down below and get rid of the hot air. So just, if you listen to me, just remove them. Alright, so this is how it looks inside. As you can see, it's clean, it's alright. So let's just put in a game and see how it runs. So if you have a Commodore 64, or if you have a Commodore 64 that doesn't work, that's dead, then it's possible to get these dead test cartridges. I mean, there are just many sellers on eBay, so easy to get, really nice to have. This buyer of this computer actually also wanted to buy a dead test cartridge, so he's gonna get one. It's alright. Okay, I just turned it on with my what's it called, 1541 Ultimate, and then let's just load a game. Cartridge, and that's which one. Oh, I love the music of what was it called? Oh, it was called Shadow of the Beast. Of course, I also checked the keyboard and all that everything works as it should. The LED light on the keyboard works. Yeah, and the most important part of the Commodore 64 is the SID chip, and it works great. I love the SID chip on the Commodore 64. So next part is this buyer. He also wanted to buy a disk drive. So I'm gonna, yeah, find him one and refurbish it. So yeah, this is how I test my Commodore 64s. So again, if you wanna buy, sell, trade, just enter my Facebook page, Commodore 64, Amiga, RETROCENGO, and write to me. And yeah, I just opened this one. It has not been cleaned. But yeah, as you saw for a second ago, this one turns around, and 2 seconds, guys. Well, there we go. All right, let's just check out the disc here. So as you saw just a second, there we go. All right. So when we insert the disc, we just shut this one down, and as you can see, this one turns and this one turns. So they must first clean them with some alcohol and just give them a tad of grease, as you can see up here and also down here. Other than that, before I clean this drive and all that, the other thing I do is just lift here gently. As you can see, the head is down here, and use a Q-tip again and some alcohol, clean one, and wipe it off. And then they usually work. If they don't work, then it's something with the board. It can be a bad IC or some bad capacitors, but that's the next step. First, I just want to make sure that it works before I clean it, because I don't want to clean this one if it doesn't work as it is right now. But I just loaded the game, and yeah, it works fine. So that's just great. So I will keep on working on this system. I mean, this buyer wanted to buy a couple of 100 discs and joysticks and all that, so I have to refurbish everything, guys. So I just wish you a nice Commodore day. I hope you will have some fun as I am, because I just love working with this computer. Oh, there we go. Commodore 64 works perfect. Both joystick works perfect. And we agreed on 200 discs filled up with game. But I'm gonna give him 250 just for a little surprise. So I hope he will be happy. Yes. Best game to test with, guys. And the music, oh my god, I just love the music on Robocop. I used to load this game just for listening to the music. Yeah. Yeah, guys, it works. Thank you for watching. I mean, I hope you will enjoy all these discs because, I don't know, having 250 discs with games on both sides, it's just like Christmas evening every day for the next, many days. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a nice day. Bye.